Look, you can recreate this scene with Caroline Ford, William Russell, and David Bradley. Susan and Ian need to come back in the show. They need to come back.
Bow ba bow, bow ba bow, bow ba bow, bow ba bow. This is really bad sound quality, isn't it?
Just get on the thing. There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Prone, my favorite YouTuber here. Happy Easter, everybody. I hope that this is coming out around Easter. This is being filmed on the Saturday before Easter. Does this look like a hand, like, just coming up? Because it is my arm. Just, I don't know. So we're still in quarantine, but apparently, like, frick. Oh my god. Like, I remember when I first got the email that, well, I don't know, maybe you are in quarantine. I don't really know what's going on. I just remember when I got the email saying that March break would be extended by 2 weeks, which literally any other year I would have been super happy about, but instead it had to happen on the 1 year that I didn't want it to happen, because I feel like this is like, I mean, like, obviously it can't be, because millions, like over 1 million, is it over 1 million or just over 100,000? I mean it doesn't really matter, they're both a lot of people. Yeah, okay, 102,000, okay, 108,737 deaths. I feel like this is a message from God that we all need each other, and we can't, like, look, see, it looks like the curve is starting to happen. We all need each other to interact with each other, because we're all asking for isolation, especially us introverts. And now this is a message to be like, look, in China, it looks like it's doing quite good. The coronavirus, look, see, now, I thought, you said that you did, like, I already learned that lesson. I learned that lesson this year. Why is in America everything suck? Like, look at that. I hope that everyone's doing alright. I mean, like, here, okay, okay, look, see, this is in Italy. In Italy, it looks like the curve is starting to happen. It looks like it's finally starting to go down. This is just crazy, isn't it? Like, look at the total cases. Like, it started out, and then I had a little bit of a stop, and then it just, look at how much upward it went. How's Canada? Because Canada is continuing to go up, but I think it is starting to slow down a bit. Like, see? It looks like the curve is starting to happen. It's not really apparent here. Anyway, this isn't what you're here for. Probably a lot of you are watching in 2022 where, I mean, I hope so. Well, I really hope so. I hope that the coronavirus is done by then. DALEKS, the early years, also known as I tried to add a menu, but it did nothing. This is the second last video transfer that I did, and I tried to add a menu thing, and it didn't work. So, hopefully it works this time and we don't get a stuck VHS again. This is such a weird thing, like, it's a combination of everything. Like, look, see, so there's a Back to the Future clock. There's a freaking dragon over there. There's a pirate ship. There's another ship. There's a bridge. Like, that looks like it's from the future. That looks like it's Metropolis. That's obviously King Kong. That's something from Europe, I think. That's an alien spaceship taking over Big Ben. This is some sort of haunted house place. That's the Titanic. That's the Hollywood sign. That's probably a building from somewhere that I don't really know about. There's a freaking volcano. They even took the time to add an iceberg in there. Like, was the Titanic that close to the iceberg when it happened? There's a blimp. It might be the Empire State Building. There's a giant robot terrorizing the village. It's got everything in here. Pop that open, pop it out. Oh yeah, and I was planning to do this at the end of Patrick Troutman's era, but then I wanted to do Second Doctor month, and I don't freaking know. I wonder what my reaction to this would be if I was watching at the end of the Second Doctor era without all this sound knowledge of the Third Doctor era. Alright, let's start this thing, eh? Fox. Oh, I thought it said Fox News. I was like, I always get stuff from Fox News or Twitter, and oh yeah, I got a Twitter account now, and they're both. Jesus. And they're all basically just saying, hey, did you know that the coronavirus exists? A controversial virus? I don't freaking know. Why is this so freaking loud? In the unlikely event of any picture interference, please adjust your vids or back in the day. You remember VHSs back in the... I remember I was watching Back to the Future with someone, and they're like, why is the car always shutting down? And we're like, because it's a car from the 80s. Yeah, I get it. This is fair use, everybody. I'm making comments. Look, see, BBC. BBC, look, I'm making comments about your logo. Sorry, I swallowed. Oh, hey, it's villains. Okay, that's a demon. That's a Cyberman. That's Spaghetti Monster. That's Lynx the Sontaran. That's a Yeti.
All these dudes I recognize. Wow, that was a Sea Devil, right? I actually don't know who that guy is, sorry. Too bad that they only did 2 monsters. Oh, what? That... Oh, I know what that guy is. That's obviously a Dalek. I know that. Dang. Yo, what's up? This is kind of the early years. Third Doctor's... What? Who the frick is that? I don't know who that guy is.
The creatures hold strange weapons in their hands.
Like a cake whisk and a plunger?
Watching movies.
Oh, what's up, Terry Nation?
The first requirement was to make my monster non-humanoid. I didn't want it to look like somebody dressed up.
So you made an upside-down garbage can with a plunger in front.
I had to eliminate the legs. And I had
That's your go-to. You want it to not look humanoid, you eliminate the legs. Legs gotta be gone.
Ladies who wear skirts right down to the floor and appear to glide. They just move. You don't see their feet going at all. So I thought that's
Oh, whoa.
What is that? I don't think I've seen that footage yet. This looks all futuristic footage.
manipulative hands. They were always a problem when they wanted to pass.
Need manipulative hands? Hi, Smudgy. Hi, Smudge. How you doing? Oh. Hey, that's the guy from Day of the Daleks, huh? Should have so been the macro. Would have made their appearance in Frontier in Space so much cool. Whoa, did you see that cool video editing technique? That's all futuristic. Isn't that a poster for the Peter Cushing movies? Smudgy. Hi. I know. Hi, Smudgy. How, quarantine isn't much different for you, eh, Smudgy? You're always stuck inside anyway, but you do occasionally go outside. What are we talking about? Those are the first drawings of the Daleks? They look great. I hope this isn't being viewed where cats have rose up and taken their rights. This is back in the olden days, alright? We humans were idiots, okay? Sorry that we kept your cats indoors. It's just they didn't seem quite, I don't know, intelligent at the time.
And the actual Daleks conceived on Saturday night and finally designed on a Sunday afternoon at home.
Oh, you made it at home, great.
Was somewhat limited, albeit deliberately. All that was seen was one of its limbs. Yet it produced one of the best cliffhangers in the show's history.
Yeah, one of the best. I mean, I guess so. I don't know. What are you gonna pick? Stuart Review Stuff said that he loves the Space Pirates Episode 3 cliffhanger, but he never explains why anywhere. I remember my dad kind of ruined that. No offense against my dad. He's a great guy and stuff like that, but I remember I was showing this to Grandma and Grandpa, and then my dad, he saw the plunger, and he's like, oh my god, it's a Dalek. Smudgy, you do realize I'm filming a video, right? Look at the TV. Look, Smudge, this is one of the greatest cliffhangers in Doctor Who history, and you're just ignoring it. Yeah, Smudge, see? Did you see that? Look, it's a freaking Dalek plunger thing. Smudgy, you're looking the wrong way. Huh. Is it that boring?
With anticipation of what was at the other end of that limb. The following week, on the 28th of December,
It was a plunger.
we finally got to see a Dalek in all its glory.
Oh my god, it's all white like in the Hartnell years again.
Look, they can recreate this scene with Caroline Ford, William Russell, and David Bradley. Susan and Ian need to come back in the show. They need to come back. There are people in comment sections saying like, oh, well, William Russell doesn't really have that much time anyway, so Susan can regenerate. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Bye, Smedgy. I don't understand why in the cliffhanger for part 1, the plunger is moving all like this. It's moving all around the camera, right? And that makes sense, because apparently it was filmed when only the plunger was complete. I don't understand what it means by complete. You'd literally just have to have a plunger. I mean, I guess the stick would be different. In an adventure in space... See, in an adventure in space and time... See, Ian runs that way. He runs away from the Daleks, not towards them, like in an adventure in space and time. iTunes, if you would be ever so kind to please work. I only have 15 minutes left of battery because I didn't charge the camera because I didn't know that it required charging. And I only have 20 minutes left of room. Yeah, I know, I unplugged the earphone so that you guys can hear. iTunes. Why is this on display of the homepage? Is this what most people download? I don't freaking care if there's an update for iTunes. Just what the frick? Why is this episode 7? Oh my god! Oh, frick you! Okay guys, I got the password just in time for the Susan cameo.
Oh, come on, Harry.
Ian, please come back.
That's not the way we do things at the BBC, sir.
I just realized I closed it and closed the laptop without using the clip that I wanted. Frick. I just want to point out, as I was constantly skipping through and fast forwarding through this, I just came across so many good scenes because this documentary film thing is so good.
5, 4,
Look, see, Ian just runs right through them. That's the direction they wanted you to go anyway, mate. Thank goodness they only paralyzed your legs, mate. They literally kill everyone else.
But like then in the footage of episode 2, the plunger is all steady and over to the side of the camera, which makes sense because then the Dalek would have been complete. But apparently that clip is the original episode 1 cliffhanger, so why was it so steady?
This is probably so weird for anyone who actually didn't have the Daleks available back in the 90s and just had this VHS. They'd be like, wow, we're lucky to have this clip. Missing episodes? What are those? Look, see, here it's all wavy. And yet here there's like no music and it's all steady and stuff like that. What the frick? It's just a plunger. It's literally just a plunger. It's much better quality here too. Oh dang, this clip is still going? Dang, you're spoiling us, mate. The guy forgot to use his microphone for stop.
There wasn't any furniture now, come to think about it.
And what about the bench that you're sitting on? I mean, I guess she said didn't seem much.
Just machines.
Oh yeah, I got 3 minutes of battery now. Hooray! It just dropped from 15 minutes, eh? Oh, that's all you're giving us, huh? You just want to show us a clip of Barbara, the full quartet. Who's this guy? Oh, thank you. 2 minutes now. It hasn't even been a full minute. Now I gotta go charge my camera.
The Daleks fitted me, or I fitted the Daleks. One could only be about my height. You sat inside.
Everyone please do me a favor. If anyone ever asks your height, ask them their weight. Cause then like, you know,
One could only be about my height.
it makes even more sense to ask someone's weight because at least that you can somewhat
Floors,
control.
They were on ball casters. You were like a little bubble car at the fairground. You sat there.
I've never been in a bumper car. I remember once I was at one of my friend's birthdays when we were like really young, and I had a choice between going in a bumper car or a jungle gym, and thank God he picked jungle gym, cause I wasn't interested in a bumper car and I like mazes.
The top was then placed on. In the top was the famous eye stick, which waddled around saying exterminate or exterminate. 2 lights which flashed for your voice. Often you could have a smoke canister underneath the seat with a pipe going through which you could control with one hand. You did your eyes with the other hand. You did the smoke or explosions with your third hand. And as you see, quite often it would have helped had the Dalek operators had 4 hands in there.
Whoa, good editing technique again. What's up, Roy Skelton?
So it was a question of feasibility, money. I mean, I was given a budget, but I had no idea how far this budget would go.
Overnight success with over 8 million viewers and a second story
I thought it was 10
for
million.
the following season. The 6-part adventure was
Yeah,
once
not the
again
opener,
written
but
by
the next
Terry
one.
Nation.
Isn't it so weird that season 2 should have started with the Dalek invasion Mirth and ended with the chase? Those would have been cool. Oh my god, wait! It's a dishwasher! It's a dish thing! Oh my god! It's the commercial! You know, I've had a brand new found. Oh my god, like, the screen is so white, so you can barely even, like, tell what the heck is happening. Oh, you can tell what's happening there. Look, you can't even... It actually doesn't look that bad on camera. I had a new Destroy All Earthmen. I found a newfound respect for this story, because someone told me to imagine it as watching someone in the UK and seeing the Daleks out on the streets that you're familiar with. It's like imagine seeing them on the streets just outside your house and seeing them on TV because they filmed there. Also, Stuart Review stuff pointed out that in Invasion of the Dinosaurs they have this whole like no one's in London, which they wouldn't be able to recreate today. Apparently someone did do it for this movie called 28 Days Later, which is a restricted movie, so I don't know. It's like a zombie movie, it's really, very weird. But like apparently they used their entire budget on sets to pay police to keep people out of London for 20 minutes in separate locations as they ran around and filmed so that it looked like he was the last guy on Earth, which I don't know why he was the last guy in the most populated area in London when there was a zombie attack, but whatever.
Pneumatic tires, small pneumatic tires, not a tricycle, which was my original idea.
The Daleks have invaded the Earth.
No crap.
Doctor Who, the new science fiction
Sorry, season 2. Is it called the old science fiction? It'd be called the new season of the old science fiction show that isn't that great. Oh, you did not call Doctor Who with a DR period.
That ship, the TARDIS, on a planet. And from that moment on, everything on that planet is your creation.
Unless
If
it's
the
Earth.
rocks talk,
Unless it's the
nobody
future.
can deny it because you say that's what they do on my planet. If the creatures have 12 eyes and 16 arms, fine, because it's my planet, I've made it. And so
my
that's
planet.
wonderful freedom.
I've made
You can do
it.
almost anything you want because it's your world and nobody can deny it.
And power corrupts. Wait.
Oh, it's a clip of the chase. It's a clip of the death of time, also known as the chase where the Dalek is rising out of the sand.
I really like the chase. The chase is really when it started to get like, oh, Daleks are stupid. Wait, what the frick?
That's clearly a toy hovering above the sand. What the frick? Yeah, come on, Doctor. Whoa, I see what you mean by different designs.
Get rather mixed up in my tired old mind.
What, the Daleks and those things?
All over the universe.
Oh, we got the titles mixed up. Okay.
Building at one point, the pyramids of Egypt at another. We
That was a different story.
Mary Celeste, and everybody jumped overboard. The Daleks had done it.
It's oversimplifying a bit. Oh, yeah, I like in this story they just defeat the Daleks with a bomb. Oh, yeah, I guess they go to war against the Chumblies, too. Or whatever those were called. Mechanoids.
Why do you have a cup instead of a plunger? Oh yeah, right, they were kept in like a zoo. Hashtag bring back the mechanoids after you bring back Susan and Ian. And maybe Vicky too. Quite a view.
Less than a year later, Terry Nation wrote another Dalek script. A 12-part adventure of which only 2 whole episodes still exist.
4 whole stories.
Dalek Master Plan.
5 if you include Mission
A year
Beginning.
is
A 3rd episode's coming on the way.
The planet
2002.
is
4080.
Dr. Stephen and Katerina have joined forces with space security agent Brett Meyer.
Who's Katerina?
in an attempt to warn
Hey,
the Daleks
hey, wait, it's the Brigadier!
against the entire universe. The corrupt
Check it out, here's the whole gang. There's Susan, Barbara, Ian,
And we join the story for the only remaining material of episode 4. During the
there were clips about the... Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what we're being shown. Oh, yay, the death of a companion. Hashtag Saturday Night Kid Show. Who, Brigadier, are you thinking? You'd rather let the Barbara die or Susan die? And are you arguing with Ian or I don't know, they're all mixed up in my mind. Bam ba bam bam ba bam bam ba bam bam ba bam. This is really bad sound quality, isn't it?
They will be shot on sight, but aim for the head.
Yeah! I can barely make anything out because the screen is so white! Oh my god, it's a hamster thing! I used to have a hamster called Speedy. Okay, William Hartnell, absolutely no disrespect to you, but you really need to clean your teeth.
Perhaps it's some kind of experiment.
Experimenting on mice. Is that Thomas the Tank Engine?
Ah, frick, I forgot how weird this scene gets. Do you know what would be absolutely hilarious? Is if the next episode to be found is the frickin' random Christmas special. Look at William Hartnell, he's laughing just thinking about it. Sarah's singing again.
But there were 3 people in here.
Technically one's on the Time Lord, or whatever everyone classifies as people these days. Whoa, was that a freaking mechanoid? Yeah, that's right, everyone protests hashtag give Stephen his Savages sequel. I guess William Hartnell can't do that action, eh? The way they have a close-up of Sarah's face here is weird. They're foreshadowing her rapid aging. Oh no, Peter Purvis is here too. This looks like something out of the Disney film now. Yo, you don't disrespect me like that! That's the mechanoid. Oh no, that's just the hamster thing. I'm a vampire.
I forgot there were invisible monsters in this episode. I really like this scene where where Steven and Sarah are arguing. And Steven goes like, yeah, you would just obey orders without question? Or like, you wouldn't question Chen and you wouldn't question Brent. Not Sarah Jane, Sarah Kingdom, right? What kind of last name is Kingdom? No offense to anyone who has the last name Kingdom, but that sounds like a really dope last name. Because I find it so, like, you know, just the way that I talk to, like, religious people, and they're all talking like they'd be fine with me in hell, and they'd be fine with anyone in hell, just burning forever, mercilessly. No chance of redemption for any possible bad thing that they really did to deserve it. Just, God says that it should be that way, so frick it.
Not exterminated yet, because then the show would end. Well, I'm afraid, my friends, this is where Doctor Who gets cancelled.
This was the final episode of Doctor Who. All you kids can go and cry with the Doctor's final words being, I'm afraid, my friends, the Daleks have won. God, can you imagine that Doctor Who barely took off? Like, can you imagine? Like, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, just how many amazing shows might have existed, but no one had faith in it, so they never took off.
We should also just have a moment of silence for all the poor people that would have made like amazing writers and producers and stuff like that, but actors, directors, anything, artists, never had the chance.
The Doctor, Stephen and Sarah escape from Myra in the Daleks' own craft, where the Doctor makes a mock-up of the
Spoiler alert.
core. Once it is handed over to the Daleks on Kemble, the time travelers escape to the planet Tychus, pursued by the Doctor's old enemy, the meddling monk. His first
Hashtag bring back the meddling monk.
Episode 10, Escape Switch.
This was an idea to have it by Terra Nation. It was written by Dennis Spooner, but it was the idea of to have the Daleks in Ancient Egypt by Dennis Spooner. Aw, Dalek, are you giving Mavic Chen a hug? Oh, I get it! Hello, Bowie. What's up? Is all of Egypt abandoned or something? Otherwise, wouldn't everyone be scared crapless by this mysterious voice of God? There we go. What do you think of the Daleks, Smedgy? I just realized the Doctor has a nice hat for vacationing in ancient Egypt, ain't he? Commercial break. The Daleks and Mavic Chen look very close. Don't you think so, Smedgewedge? Eh? Dude, it's just a handover, it's not much. Yeah, I'm gonna announce it. Whoa, why is nothing happening with the... Except China got 99 new cases. And China was doing so good too. Yeah, that's right, this'll stop him. See, that's the problem. Like, you want kids to not be too scared, so you show them many ways that they themselves could defeat them, but then they just make the Daleks look weak. Magic. Fumble of a line. They sound so unenthusiastic and hesitant to say that. No, I don't think you will. Well, bye, Smudge. Explosion! Bam! I'm running out of battery again. It's 10 minutes. It's gonna drop down to 5 any second now. 3 minutes of room. And it's like almost 11 o'clock. Why is this so fuzzy? Okay, I don't know. See you tomorrow, guys.
Doctor does arrive at the planet Kemble, where he rescues the imprisoned representatives
narration.
of the galaxies. They warn the universe.
Too bad we can't see it. You can hear it though. Buy our CD.
Daleks exterminate Mavic Chen.
And Sarah
The Doctor
dies.
manages to activate the time destructor, and the Dalek.
I completely just... I got... Like, I forgot that Mavic Chen died. Now I completely remember. But I thought that the last that we saw of him was, like, being in a cage by the Daleks. But I guess, like... Yeah, like, the whole point is that at the end, everyone dies there, except for the Doctor and Steven. And yeah, Brent gets shot. Brent gets shot before we even really meet Sarah. I mean, he gets shot by Sarah. I don't freaking know. So, you could say it's kind of like Sarah got what she deserved, because she killed him, sort of thing, you know? I mean, I get that she felt remorse. I don't know. Morality is complicated.
As Sarah ate.
That's why a lot of people like to turn to God, because they think that God will just give an objective morality or whatever.
Is rapidly and dies. As the Doctor resumes his travels, the vegetation of Kemble has been reduced to dust.
I remember being extremely busy, dashing around, filming and eating and so on. And I remember the director, Douglas Canfield.
We can see clips of the Peter Cushing movies just from that poster in the background.
Hey there, Smudgy, you've come back, eh? Well, hey! Yeah, talk quicker, I don't want to get called for copyright. I'm talking about this, it's the spaceship falling. See BBC, I'm talking about it.
2 cinema films involving the Daleks were made in the 60s. Doctor Who and the Daleks, and The Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD.
Oh my god, it's incredibly low quality Peter Cushing. I reviewed these movies too on my channel if you're interested. I'm not sure where you can get these movies anymore, because when I go onto Amazon, they're all too expensive or unavailable.
I can help you. I can show you how to utilize this.
I really hope that hopefully they'll be put on like the classic Who Blu-ray sets, but for now, I still got this, even though the discs are mixed up, I'm pretty sure, right? Because disc 2 is really disc 1 and vice versa.
Look!
I like this part.
Attention all Rover men! Attack the Daleks!
He doesn't even try to mimic the Dalek voice.
And I never saw him again.
20 years later, the Daleks were still making news when an enthusiastic Dalek was given an award on the Noel Edmonds show for overacting. Here from an outtake from the 5 Doctors story.
An award for overacting. I mean, hey, it makes sense. This is overacting? Also, what is this?
What is this? I don't even... Oh, he's just going and going, eh? When do you stop?
I bet that's Nicholas Briggs.
What actually happened, the director called out to me, and I was, at this particular time, happened to be sitting behind the flat on my...
This guy's the one that did it?
Thank you, and for an encore. So this is how it does. So gradually they ended up with an entire machine surrounding them. They were just a sort of...
You understand why they saw him, Matt? That's what's inside a Dalek? I bet that we'll only just see its hand. Maybe we'll see the full thing, you know, if the show gets cancelled for 16 years.
After the Dalek master plan completed transmission,
Yeah, they never
on the
appeared in the
29th of
first
January
Dalek.
66, William
I
Hartnell...
remember when Grandma and Grandpa were watching the Daleks Master Plan. Well, my Grandma and Grandpa. People tell me that I'm confused, like I confuse them when I just refer to them as if they're everyone's Grandma and Grandpa. I don't know. Grandma and Grandpa, we're about to watch the Daleks Master Plan. And I told them that it was the last first Doctor story, and they were like, oh, really? And I was like, to feature the Daleks. And I was like, thought he was going to regenerate.
in 8 more stories before his regeneration into Patrick Troutman.
Hey, picture.
Apparently this is the only clip that existed at the time of this VHS from part 4. There's going to be a lot more, including a trailer saying that this story takes place in 2020. Hey, this story takes place this year! People are going to planet Vulcan to save themselves.
I like how there's a huge gap between the Daleks, so you can tell if they're just going around in a circle around the set.
What I told you was brief. The
Oh, really?
power
It
of
went
the
on and
Daleks
on.
and the evil of the Daleks, less than 6 months later, were written by the original script editor of Doctor Who, David Whittaker.
Dang.
Evil was a 7-part adventure, and only episode 2 remains. The Doctor's TARDIS has been stolen, and his investigation...
Excellent loose cannon reconstruction underway. BBC, make that canon. I mean, it is canon, but release it.
The back of the shop is, well, just guess.
Release Ian Levine's animation of Mission to the Unknown. Also, that was clever. He said they're under control by, well, it just guessed. Diddling, diddling, whatever. Alright, well, I did my job. I gave the intruder a chance to respond. He didn't, so I killed him. That's all from me, folks. Thanks for my paycheck. Oh, dang, they're about to blow the place up. Thank goodness they did it next to the teleporter. Time to teleport them out of here. Master? I like how the Doctor's like, wait, you don't mean them? Oh, no, you mean Mr. Waterfield. Oh, everything's all happy and sunshine again, feeding the birds while imprisoned by the frickin' Daleks.
What, with your plunger and cake whisk?
Something that I've noticed with the weird background sound is that it becomes quite obvious when the volume's being turned up. Listen. Wait. I just think it's weird. How are you going to destroy it? Nothing can destroy the TARDIS. Other than the Queen of Time audio drama. I reviewed that too. The guy in the background is just smoking a cigarette. It just... How many times...
Because I haven't really seen Guardians of the Galaxy, but I have seen that scene where that girl is about to touch the Power Stone. She goes, I will no longer be your slave. Like, you know how people question if Spider-Man's I Don't Want to Go in Infinity War was ripped off from Doctor Who? Like, what if that was ripped off from this? The credits look kind of wobbly here. I wonder how they did credits back in the day. Probably like a brief explanation of invention, space, and time.
The Doctor defeats the Daleks, of course, by humanizing some of them.
Oh, jumping right to the end.
Civil war on the Dalek planet Skaro, to which everyone is
People at home will be like, why he goes to Skaro and we don't get to see it? Like,
Oh yeah, everyone dies in that story too. Also, the Daleks experience their final end until Frontier in Space. Day of the Daleks has the macro in it. This is a golden Dalek with a golden plunger.
There was one very funny moment happened. It was in a program called Evil of the Daleks.
Oh yeah.
How the Daleks spoke. Instead, as I mentioned before, that instead of going on one level or rising, we let them go up, up and down like this, so they became more normal. But we were running very, very behind time on this day, and the director was a very good director.
yeah, he was a very good director because he agreed to let you do it. Yeah, we fed some smash.
What has happened to us? And what I actually did was say, what's it all about, Alpha? Which was a pop song at the time. And the director went a little bit bananas.
The pop song is canon. Smitty, you can come up here if you want. Hi, Smitty. Smitty, say hi to the camera. Smitty, say hi.
Children were writing into her about Doctor Who. And
You're fast,
any
yeah.
ideas about invented on Blue Peter by Chris Trace.
Good old Chris Trace, I think that's his name.
Chris Trace. Things of valor to get a gold badge anyway.
There you got a gold badge.
Number one Dalek.
What the frick?
Number one Dalek, I'm afraid.
Material from the Dalek master plan came to light, but with no sound. To accompany the pictures,
So episode 4 was the only episode with audio.
I'm gonna spend my Christmas with a Dalek. Hiding underneath the mistletoe.
It fits so well.
And take him in to say hi to Mom. And frighten Daddy out of his bed.
Fits so good. Jack.
except for a brief cameo in the final episode of the War Games. But their notoriety was
They did appear in the Wheel in Space, but that was from Medieval of the Daleks. Episode 2, of course.
Daleks. The year was 1972. Another time, another place, and another doctor.
It should have been the Macra, so that their appearance in Frontier in Space would have been so much more impactful.
Thank you all so much for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and enjoy it. If you didn't like, please dislike and enjoy it. Leave a comment below if you liked how much for less against motivation encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment below saying why you didn't like the same project. I won't be able to prove to you. 2 years, this seconds really like. And subscribe so you know next video comes out. Thanks again so much for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye, all go and become Daleks. BBC. Almost there. Oh, the sound cut out. Yeah. Hey, wait! Hey! Wait! There's a menu! It did work! There's just no scene selection. It's even better than the Peep in the Big Wide World movie menu, because that only had the play option and the menu would last for 3 seconds. So the only option is play. Great!